I always feel like that environmentalists, they always do the finger pointing and says, you have your jacuzzi on too long and you're driving a big car. It's all about guilt and about shame and about pointing fingers. And that doesn't work. So I believe that in the fitness movement, you always want to make people feel good. You want to say, you look great if you work out. Come to the gym and you feel strong, you feel powerful, feel full of energy. So when I saw this movie, I said to myself, this is really the greatest way of communicating, because you fall in love with the ocean. If you look at this film, inevitably, you're going to fall in love with the ocean.
When we were thinking about having a narrator, it was not an obvious choice. And Arnold is probably the unique one person in the world that combined two things. One, he is, well, everybody knows about his A+++ actor and celebrity, but he was a governor of California, which means he knows all about environment on the political side. So he's unique. So thank you, Arnold, because that's really, he can bring really both sides,
When I saw the footage, I realized right away this is a visual feast. It was not just entertaining, but it was also, from an environmental point of view, a message.
7.4 billion people on the planet today are totally connected and dependent on the ocean. You drink a glass of water, you're drinking the ocean. You go skiing on top of a mountain, you're skiing on the ocean. And unfortunately, all that poorly treated fresh water is going back into the ocean with everything we put into it. We're very sensitive to plastic and so on. What about what we don't see, like chemicals, heavy metals? That is a real issue. And now we are more and more able to communicate all over the world to start thinking about the fact that in nature there are no waste. Everything is a resource.
When you look at the ocean like that, it's always beautiful, it's blue, there is waves. But what about down there?
What's underneath?
And I don't know the percentage of people who are diving in the world, but it's very restrictive, very little. So we have to bring the bottom of the ocean to the people so they can love it.
We have Trump or no Trump. We have to all move forward and not backwards. So when I heard that he wants to bring coal back, that's going backwards. The next thing will be that he wants to bring horses and buggies back. We don't pay as much attention to that stuff because I think that all great movements started on a grassroots level. If it is the civil rights movement, if it is the right for women to vote, we cannot wait for Washington. We have to do it. The people have to do it. The people have to rise up. This is what this movie is about, Wonders of the Seas. That let people around the world see that and them all rise up and say, we got to protect what we have and we got to protect our environment so we don't have climate change, so we don't have 7 million people die every year because of pollution and so on.